Save this house.
Live anywhere near the Sandy fire, please listen. There might be radiation in the smoke eventually. If the fire keeps burning towards the Santa Susana Field Laboratory, I personally would leave or at least wear a mask. They did tests on the smoke from the Woolsey fire that burned there, and there was radiation in the smoke.
What the heck is going on with this city? Karen Bass is endangering all of us by underfunding this department.
Tens of thousands of people have been evacuated as yet another historic fire tears through Southern California right now.
Oh shit, a house going up, darn it. Shit.
And for many of the victims, rebuilding might not even be an option after insurance companies either abandoned California or massively hiked premiums. A lot of people affected by this latest fire could be left with nothing. This is happening right as Spencer Pratt is gaining momentum by publicly going after Karen Bass and speaking up for fire victims.
I'd love your reaction to Karen Bass, who says you're exploiting the grief of people in the Palisades.
Oh, grief. Shalom, 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 shalom. Kahala Yahweh Shemiel Shabbat Shematakudash Barakam. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful light tabernacle of David. I'm the elder Yahshua, back with a quick lesson. Going into great confusion and disasters and calamities. Okay, so more of this, right? Disasters, calamities, great confusion. All right, Chud the Builder. These demons believe that they can get us to bow down. And, hey, just let us call you nigger. And, this is great confusion as this thing spirals to a close. Let's look at this. 2nd Ezra 16 in the GNT. Let's go to Woe is Me. 2nd Ezra 16, 17. I am doomed. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, right? Well, this is the GNT. So let's read this. Let's see how this frequency comes across right now. Ready? And here's what I'm looking for. Here's the point. Great confusion. That's the point, right? They're manufacturing great. People are confused. Why? You got Donald Trump running on one thing and doing the whole opposite. MAGA's confused. They don't know whether to support this guy or to leave or to fight, go kill a nigger. Okay, here's where we're at. Okay, great confusion. What else? All these other things that are being manufactured. This great confusion is being manufactured. Okay, why? They got to confuse you before they get you to take this C-hip. Okay? They got to scare you, right? They got to get you to believe in some witchcraft. What better? If you don't know what's going on, you're confused, right? You're with fusion. That means many different fusions. A fusion of different things, right? You got demons on you, basically. Great confusion. That's what that means, right? With spirits or with different doctrines, right? Instead of 100% truth, you got a little bit from here, a little bit from there. That's great confusion. Babylon the Great Confusion. Dabble in a little witchcraft, a little Santeria, right? Hotep. I'm a little Hotep. I'm a little Muslim. That's called great Babylon the Great Confusion, right? And people have no clue, starting with the name or how the Most High moves. They don't understand balance. They don't understand order. That's great confusion. Great confusion is not understanding Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. The one. Con means with, fusion means more than one. No, you have to understand the one and be in order. Right? Anyway, Salak. I'm doomed. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? All right. I am doomed. Who will rescue me in those days? Troubles. Whose trouble? Jacob's. Jacob's trouble will come, and many people will groan. Famine. Manufactured famine. Manufactured Jacob's trouble. They're making this happen. Manufactured confusion. Okay? Judd the Builder can go out and say nigger, wave a gun, point at your face, and we're going to let him go in front of everybody's face instead of exacting the law. We're going to confuse all you niggas, right, to the point where you're going to destroy each other. Great confusion. Okay? Jacob's trouble will come. Many people will groan. Famine. Famine of the word, famine of food, water will come, and many will die. Wars will come, plural. Race wars, civil wars, class wars. Wars will come, and the world powers will tremble. Okay? Who's trembling right now? BB. Okay? DJT is trembling right now. Right? DJT went to visit G, who was trembling. DJT was trembling. Disasters. Okay? Calamities. Where's that word? Calamities will come. Calamities will come, and everyone will be terrified. See, here's what is about to happen. Disasters will come, and everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come? Okay? Somebody's causing it. This is a disaster that's going to affect a lot of people coming up here, just like it did last time. They're burning people out of their homes. They're doing the same thing. This is the same playbook. This is where things are going. California burns again. What could this be? Oh, we need what do they call it? A data plant, a data center. What are they doing with those power centers? We need one right here to power the Silicon Valley or whatever they're down there burning.
Trying to save this house.
Live anywhere near the Sandy fire, please listen. There might be radiation in the smoke eventually. If the fire keeps burning towards the Santa Susana Field Laboratory, I personally would leave or at least wear a mask. They did tests on the smoke from the Woolsey fire that burned there, and there was radiation in the smoke.
What the heck is going on with this city? Karen Bass is in danger.
Yeah, they're clearing out room for a data plant. Sandy fire, huh? Sandy Fire, the Woolsey Fire. Sandy Fire Live. See me. This is what they're not saying. That says a whole lot right there. Why are they burning out See Me? Remember the Sandy Duncan show. Sandy Fire Live. What happened to that? See Me goes back to Rodney King. New wildfire spark. Okay, so see me, huh? This one? Boom. Let's look at this. Salaki, bear with me. Just looking into what's going on.
We built a German steel trimmer blade that makes
you gotta
every
understand
nylon.
that they create these calamities, these disasters, right? What's the name, Burn? What was that? What do they call that? PV, Palos Verdes, burned up. Why?
Good evening.
There was hiding something. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. You're watching LA Live News tonight. Thank you for being with us. I'm Marla Tejas. More breaking news tonight. Wildfires in Southern California are forcing evacuations and threatening homes. The largest, it is the Santa Rosa fire burning in Santa Barbara County, scorching almost 17,000 acres on the island. In Simi Valley in Ventura County, the Sandy fire destroyed a home, and it is nearing Foothill Community.
So it's looking like there's 4 different fires. So they're burning shit. These fires don't start on their own.
Riverside County is battling 2 fires. The Bain fire at 1,375 acres with 4 injuries reported, and the rapidly spreading Verona fire near Homeland. That one is about 430 plus acres. Evacuation orders and warnings are in place for impacted zones to ensure safety. We do have team coverage. Chief Meteorologist Adam Kruger has the latest on wind conditions. Reporter Ed Lascos standing by at the Sandy fire.
And what they do is they get these fires going on at the same time, right? So that they can be ambiguous up in there doing, well, the main one, just like when you send in a team like they did down in San Diego, they sent a team in of shooters, right? And the shooters, once they neutralize their target, then they both kill themselves. That's, that's an operation. So when you see 4 fires going on, one of those fires, right, just like the people that died in that operation with the 2 kids that go in and they shoot, right, 5 people died, plus the shooters, a total of 7 people, right? One of those 5 people was the target that the shooters were sent in to get, to neutralize. Once they neutralized the target, they shot themselves, shot and killed themselves. That was part of the program. When you see 4 fires going on, one of those fires is the target. They set the other ones just to make it ambiguous, to make, oh, well, yeah, this is fire season. No, one of those fires, if not 2, they're clearing out some land for a specific reason. They're burning somebody's ass out of it. They're covering up some tunnels. They're covering up some evidence. We understand how this devil works.
Valley, but first we begin with Matthew Seedorf. He's live at that fast-moving Bain fire in the Harupa Valley. Matthew.
Yeah, fortunately, it seems like the winds are calming down, which is helping firefighters hopefully get the upper hand as we move into the...
It's just fire season, and somebody's gonna rebuild right there because trees are still standing, and somebody's using directed energy weapons, and we're not supposed to know things like that. But these disasters, okay, troubles will come. Jacob's trouble, and many people will groan. Famine will come, and many will die. Wars will come, and the world powers will tremble. Disasters, man-made disasters, man-made calamity will come, and everyone will be terrified. Here comes Zika. Here comes Hanukkah. What's that one called? The one that's supposed to come right now, Hanukkah? Something. What will people do when these disasters come, these calamities? Famine, epidemics, hunka, clunka. a Guanca and a Blanca Coancan Eskimo. Famine, epidemics, troubles. Whose troubles? Jacob's. And the suffering are sent to punish and correct people. But in spite of all of this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived, but then disasters will spring up everywhere. This is the time we're in right now. Okay? We're okay. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. Okay? In the spirit, and speaking of a man, speaking as a man in the spirit, I believe. See, what we have to do is measure thou the time diligently in itself, right? So this is a measurement. We're going to take a measurement real quick. Let's get 9. Right? I'm going to give you a quantitative measurement. 2nd Ezra 9 and 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign past which I've told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, I'm going to make a measurement here. Let's say that this time, okay, the time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. But then, see, but then right here, from here, this is all the way up to 2019. 2019, this is 2020, and what they call that scandemic. But then disasters. What? The scandemic. Wars, famine, and great confusion. So these things are coming, or have come and are beginning to multiply on the earth. So you can ask anybody and say, well, when did shit change? Well, I think it all changed right there, right at 2019, 2020. Okay, that's this time. People thought everything was cool, right? Up until they shut everything down. Then the prices went up, the food changed, right? What happened right there? See, right here, the time will come when people will groan. They weren't groaning before. Now they're groaning. And you know what? They could take it back to a specific time, right before CV19, right? So it started then. This is a measurement. When did this shit really start? It started then. And everybody can measure that. Everybody can say, well, when do you think? Well, I have to say that it was, they will agree to that, if you will. That it started then. So where are we now, 6 years in? And where is it going? And how close are we to the end? This is how you measure, okay? Troubles will come and many people will groan. Famine will come and many will die. We're not there yet. We're close. Wars will come. See the wars? The Ukraine war. When did that start? 2020? 2020? See the time frame? And the world powers will tremble. Look at all the wars now. Disasters will come. Look at all the disasters. Everyone will be look at the cruise ship, the pestilence, the aliens, genocide, the oil crisis, the energy crisis, okay? Wars will come and the world powers will tremble. Disasters will come, calamities, and everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come. These disasters are here, and they're going to get so big that people are going to have to deal with them, right? And all roads lead to home. Famine, epidemics, troubles, Jacob's trouble, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. But in spite of all of this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. That was before 2019. But then disasters will spring up everywhere. Wars, famine, and great confusion. Great confusion is the point. Donald Trump has people thinking it's okay to be a whole demon. And you can get away with it. You can go call a nigga, point a gun in his face and shoot him, and I'm going to get you up out of there. That's confusion, because it's going to cause people to act a whole different way. Oh, that's legal now? Okay, cool. We knew that this day was coming. That's going to cause everybody to go get a gun and say, okay, but before you shoot me, I'm going to shoot you. Great confusion. What they're going to do is they're going to let that boy go. They're going to get him up out of there, put him back on the street so he can say nigga again in everybody's face. But he should be, right? It should be no question. But wait a minute, let's talk about it. Let's go to court, decide that whether what he's doing is right. It doesn't matter whether what he's doing is right or wrong. Is what it's going to cause. What is it going to cause? Babylon, the great confusion. That in and of itself, they let that fool out so he could go call another person a nigga after he shot somebody. What's going to happen? What they're doing is they're trying to open that door. And it's going to be open. Says it right here. Okay? Many people on earth will starve to death, and those who escape starvation will be killed in war. Their corpses will be thrown out like garbage, and there will be no one left to comfort the living. The earth will be deserted and its cities demolished. Wow. See, this is different. This is hitting different. Anyway, I just wanted to go there. We're in the time of great confusion. What confusion? Babylon, the great confusion. We're in the time of famine, epidemics, and troubles. Whose trouble? Jacob's troubles. You have to see all of this in the spirit. Whose famine? The famine of the word, that's the 2/3. Because we're going to eat. We're not worried about not eating. We're not worried about the famine of the word. We got 100% truth. We're not worried about epidemics. None shall come nigh thy habitation. We got this word. We know who Jacob's trouble is for. Wherever it says Jacob's trouble, it mentions who's going to be saved. But he shall be saved out of it. Who's he? The elect. We understand these things. Right? And suffering are sent to punish and correct who? The wicked. The wicked of our people, starting with them, and then then you damn heathen. All right, so stay woke. All right, stay humble. How do you stay woke? Stay humble. Right? Stay in the Word. It's pretty simple. Simplicity of Yahushua. All right, so anyway, yeah, calamities are out here, setting fires and stealing land and thinking that they're going to bring in this new world order. Like you clowns, we see.
They do a very...
See what they got. Ishmael over here saying.
very good job. I mean, we saw multiple fires.
Right.
So
Are you packed already if you have to get out?
Yeah. We are ready. Just in case if we need to leave, we'll leave.
Fire Command reporting the acres burned here increasing to nearly 1,700, but the containment numbers, the ones that really matter, still low. No wonder some of the homeowners are out with their garden hoses, watering everything down.
But the one with the blue tarp around the pad will not be burned because they got the message. Second Corinthians 2:11. What the hell is that? In order that Satan should not outwit us, for we are not unaware of his schemes, his plots, his devices. Schemes, evil schemes, designs, schemes, devices, schemes, scams, schemes, device, goes on in his mind. We know, we all know what goes on in his mind. We know his name. We're not ignorant of what his plans are. Okay? You know what you're up to, nigga. Your intentions. Why? Measuring now the time diligently. We know exactly when you're going to strike. Schemes, devices, schemes, scheme and demon invention. That would be our invention that you took from us. Purposes. What's your purposes? Your designs, your artifices. You're an artificer. We are apprised of your artifices. With that, we pray that the elect are edified, your brother, peace, sister, shalom.